So yeah, give people a little opportunity to load up. But you guys having a good day so far?
Yes, sir.
Good, good, good. Now, before you popped in, me and Perry were having a great conversation. Just wanted to, because he was asking the purpose of what I'm about to do. I just wanted to pop in real quick. I know a lot of people at work. I know a lot of people are doing the things that you do during the day, but I don't have that type of schedule. So whenever I get an opportunity to pop up and share some stuff that I'm thinking about, I don't hesitate to do it anymore. That's been a lot of fun. And plus, I wanted to start trying out StreamYard. Some of us are doing the A through Z of money, and the ABCs of money and everything. So I was like, I like doing it on the record, but I think I want to hit different platforms with it. So I might even redo my A. I don't know. You do whatever you want because you own the business, right? But really wanted to make sure everybody understood what we have our hands on. Because if you really got it, you probably do this business from 8 to fame. Like if you really understood that the things that we do in this business are really real, you probably would not find time to not do it. Like you'd be hanging with your spouse and trying to sneak some business in. You'd be hanging with the kids and trying to sneak some business in. Here's what I mean. Like we go over this stuff often, right? But let me ask y'all a question for real. How many people y'all know earn $3 million a year? Like how many? I'm not saying you don't know any. I don't know who you know, but how many earn 3 million? Like, I don't know any. I don't have anybody in my friend base that earns $3 million a year. And so we're in a business. Everybody screamed loudly at the transformation event in April when they told us that they were opening up the comp plan to 8,500 a day. But did it change your behavior? What did it change in your behavior? Because if it didn't change anything in your behavior, well, then the real question is, do you believe you can earn $3 million a year? Because if you believe it, and here's what I want to challenge, because we know people that, I don't know about you guys. I watch different stuff on success, Perry. I like to watch success stories. I like to watch successful people give interviews and stuff, right? And one of the things they talk about, whether it's in the record industry or just any type of traditional business or fashion or anything, the people that decide to be successful completely immerse themselves in what they're doing. Like they literally go all in, right? And so if we're not going all in here, what is it that we're actually saying about our business? Am I making sense, bro?
Yes, sir.
Like what are we? Because I'm not even talking about like recruiting other people. The reason why some people are able to have a lot of success getting people to join their team and other people are not able to have a lot of success. Most people fail to recruit the number one recruit. Who you guys think that is?
Themselves?
Yeah. So if you can't get yourself to buy into the fact that we have a business that will pay you out $3 million a year, and that doesn't motivate or inspire you to go all in, you may have missed out on thousands of recruits because you didn't get recruit number one. Like when folks say, I don't care about the money. I just love helping people. Well, then why aren't you helping people get to $3 million a year? Because guess what? They care about the money. You might be set, but if you have a heart for people, do you believe that you can actually help enough people so that you can earn $3 million a year. You can be one of my old friends used to say, I want to be a reverse tither. You can actually tithe the 90% and live on the 10 if you don't care about money. You could just charitably give the rest away. Okay, maybe I went too big. All right. How about this? How many people do you know earning 6 figures a year? Like, I'm not saying we don't know any, but how many of your friend base actually earn 6 figures a year? How long have they been working to earn that? Guys, we have a comp plan that will pay out 6 figures. But here's the thing. Do you believe that you can earn 6 figures a year? I'm not even talking about residually. Guys, I'll be honest with you, full disclosure, I've never earned 6 figures in 1 year. I'm 51 years old. I never earned 6 figures in 1 year. I just had to confront that fact because I started noticing some things in my physiology, some things in my energy, the closer I get to the residual ring, the closer I get to my first position hitting regional and my second position hitting $80 a day, because that's $280, which is $102,000 a year with the two positions combined. I started noticing I started acting differently. And I'm like, wait a second. What is going on with me right now? But then I thought about it. I never made 6 figures in a year before. Teachers don't make 6 figures a year. That's not in the design. Most of the businesses that I did that I was having success at, I never got to 6 figures in a calendar year. I made 6 figures in those businesses, but I never made 6 figures in an actual year. These things never happen. And so Bernard, I had to actually decide, you know what? I deserve 6 figures a year. Right. Just because I hadn't earned it before doesn't mean I don't deserve it now.
Big facts.
You having a good day, King?
Yeah, man.
Your hair looks nice.
Appreciate it.
And so got to a point where I was like, oh my God, if I'm feeling this way about 6 figures a year, well, let me ask you a question, Bernard. How many people you know earning 5 figures a year residually?
Residually, not too many.
And I mean, like, really no. Like, when you think about your friend base, I'm not talking about people we met in the industry over time. I'm talking about people you actually know.
Not many. Not in a close circle.
So, Bernard, I'm gonna put you on the spot because you know we talk all the time.
Big
Why ain't
facts.
you telling everybody about your 5 figures a year residually? I didn't say why aren't you talking to everybody. Why ain't you telling everybody about your 5 figures a year residually?
Yeah. Self.
Perry, why aren't you telling everybody about Bernard's 5 figures a year?
About Bernard's 5 figures?
Yeah.
$14,400 a year minimum.
14.6 to be exact. Minimum. I don't want to cheat you out your $200.
Appreciate it.
But now here's the thing. Perry, do you believe you can earn 5 figures a year residually? Because a lot of times people won't tell somebody about somebody else's because they're not earning it yet.
I was about to say that would be my reason probably for not telling someone, because telling someone about someone else's income versus my own is going to lead to that very first question, right? Is why are you telling me about somebody else? Why not yourself?
Now let me ask you a question. I'm glad you said that. Has anybody ever asked you that?
I've been asked that before when I spoke about Brian's income.
Interesting. Do you think you might be asked that when you speak about Bernard's?
Not really sure. I doubt it.
You should give it a shot. Because all we talking about is $40 a day. All we talk, guys. Oh, what up, Faye?
What's up?
What's up, King? All we talking about is 108 points. All we talking about is 36 memberships. You might have been in this business 36 weeks. That's a membership a week. And so we're not talking about anything space stage, but it sounded really big when I said 5 figures a year residually, didn't it?
It does. It really does. I had to sit here and think about, oh, that is my income.
I
had to think
even know
about
I was talking about you.
I didn't.
See, the thing about this business is we are in the money game, gentlemen. This is the game that we're actually in. And so when I tell people about Richard Harden, well, I don't just say the experts help them get some money back. I don't use words like some. You know the sum I use? 10K. The experts help them cash flow about 7,000 of his own money back into his pocket. Plus he added another 3K through the comp plan. So he's doing 5 figures a month residually in cash flow.
Wow.
This is why it's easy for me to sponsor people. Well, guess what? Y'all know Richard. Why don't y'all tell?
Right.
See, we're so modest on the Chuck Harden story, but how we gonna let Chuck just be one of the top execs in his company and then add another $6,000 a month to that and not tell everybody about that? Here's what's crazy. Here's why I'm bringing. I've watched people get recruited out of our team to other companies, and they new upline don't even make as much money as us.
I've seen that too.
But because they know how to edify their upline, they thought the grass was greener, and then they left, and them folks don't make Bernard money yet. They're not even in the Comma Club over there. And they left Brian Mean and Chuck Harden and Richard Harden to go over there.
And the Dr. Hills.
I'm just saying, you put 180. Hey, y'all got a calculator on your phone? Do 180. Do 180 times 365.
Ooh.
What y'all get?
65,700.
One of my mentors outside of this company told me to ask y'all, who y'all know making $65,700 a year residually? And how many people do you personally know doing that? And if that number is not more than 10, why didn't you tell everybody else they need to come meet me?
Yeah.
What are y'all like? I don't understand how y'all not recruiting more people when you have all these stories. Why are you not telling them about Dana Turnquest and Anita Patton doing 5 figures annually? Javon Rowland, Bernard Ponder. We got Comma Club killing it. Why you not? Watch this. Y'all think I don't want y'all to get it. I don't want y'all to miss this. I don't want y'all to miss this. Y'all seen these slides, man. How many people you know can walk into their job and ask for a $7,000 annual raise right now, sometime this week? None.
Without the laugh.
Without that laugh, right? Meanwhile, y'all know we got people that got the $20 a day in less than a week.
Yeah.
Less than a month. I was just talking to Lisa James. She did it in 15 days.
Facts.
Question is, do you believe you can get a $7,000 annual raise in this business this week, let alone at your job?
I believe.
See, all I'm talking about is belief. And what's stopping a lot of people from making top dollar is what is it that you actually have been tricked into believing about what we're doing? Because this ain't no little business. I'm sitting at home. Guys, I never made 65.7 at my job before or after taxes. The most money I've ever made annually, I've made it in the business you're in. And y'all watch me sit right here in this seat for 2 years and build it. We just started going outside in April. Like, really? We just started private parties in May.
King, if I can insert, man, one guy who's very popular, who just died, Kevin Samuels. He always talked about the average working man only making $42,000 a year.
Right.
The average black man only making $42K a year, and we talking more than 62, 65. That's powerful. What we have here.
What's even more powerful though is it's in the same business you're in.
Yeah. Right.
It's in your business. We didn't have to go out and do something different and then come back. No, from right here. I'm literally sitting in the $65,700 seat. We just starting to go outside, but no need in us going outside if we don't know how to talk inside. It's our self-talk that's stopping the business. So what I want you guys to embrace is a training that I got when I was 25. Well, actually, I was about 28 years old, and it's called Be Do Have.
It's like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, a little over 3 years ago when I was 25, right?
Be Do Have.
Be Do Have. See, here's how broke people think. If I had that money Oprah had, I would do all of this stuff for people too, and I'd be just as famous as Oprah. I'd be just as given as Oprah. When the reality is, Oprah had to be Oprah before she had the money. Money don't change you. Money makes you more of what you already were. So first, you gotta, whatever it is that you want to do in life, or whatever you want to accomplish in life, first you gotta assume the beingness of that thing. Like when I look at you, do I see a successful networker? When you go out to restaurants, are you tipping like a rich man? Are you tipping like a rich lady? Are you pinching pennies, and no matter how much you spend, you're only giving them good people that served you $5? Because $5 is what you tip. I just used the tipping example to translate into everything else you're doing. Are you, and I'm not saying balling out and trying to impress other people. Nobody's doing that either. What I'm saying is, are you finding out how $3 million earners think? Where do they go? What kind of conversations do they have outside of themselves and inside of themselves? Are you programming yourself or reprogramming yourself with books that go hard, with things that make you think, with things that got you tight in your industry? Have you embraced that you're actually in the network marketing industry? Are you learning the stuff? Have you embraced that you're in the money game? Are you learning the things that Brian Bean is teaching? Are you on his YouTube page getting that free game? I'm just saying, brother done taught me more about money in the last 2 years than I learned in the first 49. I'm just saying, because I'm in the money game now. I need to start learning this stuff. I need to start picking up on this jargon. When other people are talking about it, it needs to actually hit my frequency. Is this making sense?
Yes.
So are you assuming that being? Are you becoming that being? We're called human beings. That means you got to be somebody. You have to be being. Who are you being right now? Then what are you doing? What are you doing? Like if somebody tried to convict you of being a top producer in network marketing, would we be able to compile enough evidence to convict you? Or would you walk out of the case because they don't even have a case? Nobody can prove you do this business. See, if you notice, I never ask you, are you in this business? I ask you, are you doing this business? Your little 149 a month don't mean nothing to this company. It's what you bring to the 149 a month that determines how they pay us. Does this make sense?
It does.
Yep.
And see, so when we start doing, we'll start having the results that we look. You're not doing enough for the results that you want. And if you're not getting results, you're not doing anything. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure, because the saddest part for me is not the person that comes to the Zoom or they come to the profit party and they don't get started and they miss it. The saddest part for me is when people come to the Zoom or they come to the profit party, they join and then they still miss it.
Okay.
It don't make sense to be on the right track if you're never going to get on the train. And what happens is we don't embrace what we have our hands on. The people that you need to take this to, and I'm going to matter of fact, I'm going to give you a quick technique. Wherever your belief system is right now, feel free to start inviting people to see it on that level for now. What I mean by that is, if you actually believe that you can get a $7,000 raise in this business by getting yourself to $20 a day, start inviting some people to go to get a $7,000 raise with you. Start inviting some people on whatever level you believe they're on to come see it. If you believe that you are a 5-figure earner, start inviting some people that you think could appreciate being around a 5-figure earner. If you believe you're a 6-figure earner, start inviting some of those big dogs that you believe could appreciate being in a business where they could also earn 6 figures. If you believe that $3 million is inevitable a year, start reaching out to them people that's strong in what they do. Invite them to come see how you're about to go get your $3 million. See, it's not enough. It's not attractive enough to tell a person what they can do. What really attracts people is when you start telling them not only about what you're doing, but more importantly, about what you're about to do. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, I'm about 35 to 40 business partners away from $280 a day. I'm about to go recruit a whole new team just to make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I was like, I'm going to do a StreamYard just to let everybody know I'm about to go run it.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got one of the best, matter of fact, we have the best business from home anybody's ever seen. People were telling me about, me and Richard were just laughing about it. So folks was telling us about this investment business. They had to put $25,000 into the investment to make $3,000 a month.
Wow. Wow.
25K.
And I'm sitting over here putting $149 in to get $4,200 back in one account. Another $149 in to get another $1,200 back. $300 for $5,400 versus $25,000 for $3,000. But do you know most people would prefer to do that because they can talk about how much they put in?
Right.
Hey.
That's crazy too.
Meanwhile, I will proudly tell everybody, yeah, I invest my $300 a month. to get that $5,100 minimum net. I do that happily every month. Matter of fact, I never even pay it. They just take it out what they was already gonna pay me.
Yep.
I've never had to pay for this business. They just deduct it
From the profits.
from the profits. But you get there by believing now that you're supposed to be there. You start cleaning up around you everything that's inconsistent with the level of earning you want to go get. And I'm talking about people, places, and things. I don't go everywhere I used to go no more because they're on a different frequency. And I don't notice any other $3 million earners sitting around them. So even when I do go, it's brief just to hang with who I love long enough before that stuff seep in my system. I got to get out. I ain't telling you how to live your life. I'm just saying this is what I had to do to get past what I was used to earning. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yep.
You know the whole conversation is about breakthroughs, right?
Yep.
Guys, I've never made $65,000 a year working anywhere.
Wow. Most money ever.
Most money ever in the business that you're in. I invested the same amount you did. I didn't come over with a team from anywhere. I came with my homies. But everybody got homies.
Right.
A whole bunch of people I know didn't come. Everybody got a whole bunch of people they know that didn't come. You invited them, they didn't come. Question is, did you invite as many as I do? And if you didn't, why not? And is it because maybe you just don't believe you can make $3 million a year? So fix that. Don't waste another minute trying to fix people. You can't fix other people. Some of y'all need to get out the therapy game. That's not what we're in. Some of y'all need to get out of the personal behavior game and the behavioral science game. Stop telling me about people. You're not that bright. That's not your field. Off them 10 people that hurt your feelings. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. But of the 20 people that hurt your feelings. But here's what we do. We share and we move. And we share and we move. And we share. How many people you sharing with a week? Are you tracking it? Business owners track their business. I'm just saying, I don't want everybody to feel like they doing real business until they really doing real business. You might be in the business, but until you do business, it's gonna be different. So I didn't want to spend I didn't want to, take too much of your time. I just want to hop on a quick StreamYard. I want to play with the buttons. I want to make some stuff pop up. I want to end the broadcast. Go check and see if it's on my Project 100, the movement YouTube page.
That's a retired life. I want to push the buttons.
Yeah, just want to push the button. See how they work. See how they work. If I like how they work, I'll probably start doing my letters from StreamYard every day. But appreciate you guys out there, man. Always great to see y'all, man.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for the invite.
Sir.
Of course. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.